Saturday morning. Brian sits on his hotel bed with a notebook. His hands shake a little as he writes down apartment prices from online listings. $2,000? 3,000. Oh my god. He closes the laptop and puts his head in his hands. A knock at the door makes him jump. Coming! He opens the door. Liam stands there with two coffee cups and a big smile.
Morning. Ready to find you a home?
I don't know, Liam. These prices are crazy.
That's why you need a roommate, mate. Here, I brought you coffee.
Thanks. I've been looking online all morning. Everything's so expensive.
Online's not the best way. Trust me, I know a guy who knows a guy.
What does that mean?
It means we're going to walk around and talk to people. Real people, not websites.
Brian grabs his jacket and follows Liam out of the hotel. Jessica waves from behind the front desk.
Good luck, Brian. Find something good.
Thanks, Jessica. I'll need it. Outside, the September air feels cool and fresh. Liam walks fast down the sidewalk.
So here's the plan. We start in Washington Heights. It's up north, but the subway's not bad.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's fine. Lots of students live there. Way cheaper than Midtown.
How much cheaper?
Maybe $1,500 with a roommate. Maybe less if you're lucky.
1,500 is still a lot of money.
Welcome to New York, brother.
They walk to the subway station. Brian still gets nervous going underground. But today, he's too worried about money to care.
My friend Marcus lives up there. He's looking for a roommate too.
Marcus, is he Irish?
Nah, American, from Atlanta. Studies music at Columbia. Real laid-back guy.
Music? That sounds interesting.
Don't worry, he's not one of those loud musician types. Actually, he's super quiet.
The subway car rocks back and forth as they ride north. Brian stares out the window at the buildings getting smaller and older. This feels far from campus.
It's like 20 minutes on the train. Not bad at all.
20 minutes each way. That's 40 minutes every day.
Brian, mate, you're thinking about this wrong.
What do you mean?
In Ireland, we walk everywhere, right? Here, everyone takes the subway. It's normal.
I guess you're right. They get off at the 181st Street station. Brian looks around at the busy street filled with small shops and restaurants.
This is it. Washington Heights. What do you think?
It's different from Midtown.
Different good or different bad?
I don't know yet. They walk up a steep hill past a small park. Kids are playing soccer while their parents sit on benches talking in Spanish.
See that building? The red one? Marcus lives on the 4th floor.
No elevator?
Nope. But hey, free exercise every day.
Great. More things to worry about. Liam stops walking and turns to face Brian.
Brian, you need to relax. Everything's going to work out.
How do you know?
Because I've been here 2 years. I know how this works. Trust me.
They climb 4 flights of stairs. Brian's breathing hard by the time they reach the top. Liam knocks on a door marked 4B. The door opens. A tall guy with dark skin and kind eyes smiles at them. He's wearing a Columbia t-shirt and jeans. Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. The apartment is small but clean. Sunlight comes through big windows. Brian can see the Hudson River in the distance. Wow, nice view. Sure, thanks. Marcus goes to the kitchen. Brian looks around the living room. There's a guitar in the corner and some music books on a small table.
So Marcus, tell Brian about the roommate situation.
How much is the rent? $1,200. That's still a lot. Brian does quick math in his head. $1,200 plus 50 is $1,250. That's most of his monthly budget. I need to think about it. Okay. Marcus leads them down a short hallway. He opens a door to a small bedroom with one window. It's fine. Better than the hotel. 5 days since I got to New York. Brian sits on the edge of the bed. It feels real now. This could be his room. His home in America.
What do you think, Brian?
I like it, but $1,200? What about noise? I need to study a lot. Really? Brian feels a little better. Marcus seems nice and responsible. Can I ask you something personal? Are you clean? Like, do you keep things organized?
See? Perfect match. You're both neat freaks.
I'm not a freak.
You know what I mean?
Marcus laughs. His laugh is warm and friendly. I'm studying computer science. First year grad student? Do you want to work in the music industry? Brian likes this answer. Marcus doesn't seem stressed about the future like he is. Do you have friends over a lot? That's nice of you to say. Liam checks his phone while Brian and Marcus talk.
So what's the next step here?
When would I move in? Really? Brian looks around the room again. It's small but comfortable, and Marcus seems like a good person to live with. What about a deposit? So $1,200 to start? Brian's stomach gets tight. That's a lot of money at once. I need to check my bank account.
Brian, can I talk to you outside for a minute?
Sure. They step out into the hallway. Liam closes the apartment door behind them.
What are you thinking?
He seems nice. The place is okay.
But,
But it's so much money. What if I can't pay rent in a few months?
Brian, you have student loans, right?
Yeah.
Then you can pay rent. Don't worry so much about money you don't even need yet.
That's easy for you to say. You have a job.
You'll find work too. Lots of students work part-time.
Brian knows Liam is right, but he's still scared. What if Marcus and I don't get along?
What if you do get along? What if this is perfect?
I hate taking risks.
Moving to America was a risk. Look how that's going.
Brian thinks about this. Coming to New York was terrifying, but he's managing so far. You really think Marcus is a good guy?
I've known him for 6 months. He's solid, honest, easy to live with.
Okay, let's go back in. They return to the apartment. Marcus is sitting on his couch tuning his guitar. Yeah, I think I want to do this. But I have some questions about practical stuff. Who pays the electric bill? Internet? Things like that? That sounds fair. Let's see how it goes. Marcus puts down his guitar and shakes Brian's hand. Thanks, I'm excited and terrified. Really? But you're American. This makes Brian feel better. Even Americans get nervous about living in New York.
So when do you want to move your stuff?
I don't have much stuff, just 2 suitcases at the hotel. I'll need to buy some things, like sheets and towels. You'd do that? Brian feels grateful. Marcus is being so kind to someone he just met. Okay, I'll go back to the hotel and get my things.
I'll help you move your stuff.
Thanks, Liam, for everything. They walk back down the 4 flights of stairs. Outside, Brian looks up at the building that's about to become his home. I can't believe I'm really doing this.
You are, and you're going to love it.
How do you know?
Because this is how it starts. First you find a place, then you make friends, then New York becomes home.
On the subway ride back to the hotel, Brian stares at his reflection in the window. Liam,
Yeah?
what if I made a mistake?
What if you didn't?
Brian thinks about Marcus playing guitar by the window, about having his own room with a view of the river. I guess we'll find out. The train pulls into their station. In a few hours, Brian will pack his suitcases and leave the Parker Hotel. He'll say goodbye to Jessica and thank her for being so kind. Then, he'll take the subway back uptown to his new home with his new roommate. It's scary and exciting and completely unknown. But for the first time since arriving in New York, Brian feels like he's moving forward instead of just surviving. Let's go get my stuff.